Hello, this is Geotech and today I'm going to be taking a look at the iPad 10th Gen. I'll be taking a look at the performance, the display, and sharing my thoughts on whether I'd recommend this iPad for most people. So let's take a look. So here I'm going to do a quick unboxing of this iPad 10th Gen. It's not a whole lot here, just the iPad itself. Then we also have a power brick that is USB Type-C. And we have this somewhat durable looking USB-C to USB-C cable. And then we have this simple manual guide here. But otherwise, not much to see in this box. So the very first thing you'll notice about the iPad is that the display size is a little bit bigger, but it's also actually a little bit wider. So I'm really liking this screen size. The iPad 10th Gen has a 10.9-inch screen, and compared to the previous iPads that only have a 10.2-inch display. And even though all these entry-level iPads have the same 60Hz display, I definitely noticed a much smoother experience on the 10th Gen iPad. Like when scrolling through apps, it feels a lot faster. This new iPad also has a 12 megabit wide camera, although not many people really use their iPads for taking photos. And personally, I haven't really used this at all to do any FaceTime calls or anything like that. The biggest differentiator with this new iPad is that it comes equipped with a USB-C type connection. And with that also brings much faster charging speeds. And that was actually the primary reason why I decided to upgrade. I kind of was just sick and tired of switching to a different cable, and I just wanted to have one simple, easy cable to use. And of course, the faster charging is also really nice as well. So far, the biggest downside with this new iPad 10th Gen, especially in comparison to the previous entry-level iPads, is that there is no home button. I miss it a lot more than I thought I would, because I can just easily press the button to go to the home screen. I didn't have to do and move my hand to like the middle to do a swipe up. But also, if you double tap the home screen, you can view all your open apps and easily close them. But with this new iPad, viewing all your apps is actually a lot harder because you have to do a swipe up, but you have to do it in a way where it's like, very particular for you to actually bring up the list of apps. And that has been the most frustrating experience. Although, I don't often have to close the apps, but when I want to, it's just painful to do. I just wish there was like a faster way, maybe like a hidden button that you can just tap twice anywhere on the iPad to, view all apps. So I hope that's something they eventually add down the line. So in terms of performance, if you look at Geekbench and look at the single core, you'll see that the A14 CPUs are fairly close in terms of single core here. My iPad 10th Gen was listed at 1500 performance, and you can see pretty much anything that has the A14 is around that mark. The Apple M1 on an iPad Pro is about 1700, so fairly close. Although if you go to multi-core, that's where you see a much bigger difference, with the Apple M1 having like 7200 and the A14's getting around 4000. And of course, if you look at the metal core, you'll see much more differences here. You get 12,000 with an A14 and 20,000 with an M1. So in terms of which iPad I recommend for you, it's really going to depend on your situation. If you're not trying to spend too much on an iPad and just use it for basic media consumption, then you should be totally fine with the iPad 9th Gen or earlier. If you look at the iPad 9th Gen specs, you get plenty of performance. And even though it's priced at $320 at the Apple website, a lot of times you can find it on sale on Amazon for about $280. So that's the iPad I'd recommend if you're trying to spend as little money as possible or get the most value or bang for your buck. Biggest reason to want to upgrade to the 10th gen is if you either want faster performance, or if you want to be done with the Lightning port and go the USB Type-C route. But let me know your thoughts. Which iPad do you think you'd recommend for most people? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. If you're enjoying my video, you can subscribe to me on YouTube, PeerTube, follow me on Odyssey. You could also support me on LiberaPay, Patreon. See links in the description below.